Back at the Nürburgring, the Formula 3 Championship is all about youngsters, those aiming to join Formula 1. And Jake Dennis is among their band, a 19-year-old from Nuneaton in Warwickshire, supported by Racing Steps Foundation.
We have good connections with many Formula 1 teams, and we often discuss, the drivers coming through. We've got Jake Dennis now. He's going to do a lot of simulation work for Williams. He's already been evaluated and tested, and he will help develop their simulator, particularly for tyre programs. So that maybe is the beginning of building that relationship and association.
Even the mechanics at Carlin are a young team being trained for their future careers. Mostly, though, the Racing Steps Foundation supports the drivers on their career path.
I think that's the strength of the series. You've got some highly talented individuals here, and it's important for our guys to actually mix within that. We pick our crop from the UK only. We're there to support UK drivers, and they'll either succeed in that environment or not. But what we can do is to give them the chance to compete. We take care of the entire program, whether it's in physical education, mental coaching, so on and so forth. So we try to equip them for all the pressures that they may be under as their careers develop.
Good qualifying in qualifying 3 for Jake Dennis. He'll start race 3 from 8th place. His time just 7/10 slower than Tom Blomqvist, who starts at the sharp end to the grid. Next to poleman Blomqvist, Antonio Fuoco, Esteban Ocon this time 3rd. Verstappen dropped 10 places from 10th to 12th because of his engine change. And this time, as Blomqvist makes a good start, it's Fuoco who stumbles, coming under pressure from Antonio Giovinazzi. But Felix Rosenqvist right beside Blomqvist into the first corner. Swede misjudging it and clattering into Blomqvist. Esteban Ocon also getting involved. He's stuck with Giovinazzi. Nicholas Latifi getting into there as well. Esteban Ocon in the middle of a three-way sandwich. And Latifi's car already damaged as he arrived at the incident.
Felix and Tom touch in the first corner, so then I wanted to cut them and go on the inside, so I was going to pass P1, and suddenly I felt my car spinning, and Antonio just locked up into me, and he crashed me, and then I was stuck in his car, and that was over.
Well, two drivers, two different views of the same incident. Both thought they were in the right, but Ocon upset after his 4th retirement in the last 6 races. Well, with the cars stuck on the track, the safety car was deployed. Felix Rosenqvist headed for the pits
really
with a broken front
fifth,
wing.
And I was fighting for 1st in turn 1. Had a bit of fight with Blomqvist, and I think it was a bit of a race incident. I touched with him. My front wing broke, and he got away. So not much to say about that.
Well, after the restart, it was Rosenqvist's teammate Lucas Auer who was battling Blomqvist for the lead. Max Verstappen from 12th up to 5th place on lap 1, and now trying to pass Jordan King for 4th position. The yellow nose making it easy to spot the Dutchman in the pack. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Giovinazzi and Auer, wheel to wheel, nose to nose. Close battle. And finally, Lucas Auer has the inside line as they exit the Mercedes arena. But just proving that even young chargers can race clean and close. A little bit less patience at the back in the field, perhaps. Felix Rosenqvist trying to catch up, blocked by Spike Goddard, who led race 1, of course, in the rain. Goddard holding Rosenqvist off. Swede trying to go down past the pit wall. A few drops of rain on the camera lens at this stage. The drivers still with plenty of grip from their slick tyres. Again, wheel to wheel through the Mercedes arena. Goddard denying Rosenqvist the chance to come by. And in the end, Goddard pushing just once too often, squeezing Rosenqvist onto the dirt. And the Swede on the inside can't avoid contact in the cut through. Spins the Aussie round, perhaps just a little frustrated with the constant blocking.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is driving like he's fighting for the championship when he's P20, and I think it's shown many times that he's doing dangerous moves and he don't have control where his car is. So, I mean, I'm not really surprised, but I'm not gonna let him go just because he's dangerous.
Battling the lead, Auer and Blomqvist, with Fuoco third, Verstappen in fourth place, and Jordan King right with him, as Verstappen squeezes by Fuoco for third. Having started from 12th place, the last thing Verstappen needs now is rain to interrupt his progress. Remarkable effort from him, leaving Fuoco to deal with Jordan King behind him. Verstappen picked his place, made the move and made it stick. Meanwhile, Lucas Auer holding off Tom Blomqvist. First win for Auer since Hockenheim in May. Had to wait for the next German meeting to win again, May to August. Blomqvist, Verstappen completing the podium. Roy Nissany coming home in 6th place, just ahead of Felix Sorales, who gets 7th place. Tatiana Calderon in 8th.
He was on another planet, but at the end, you know, here you can keep somebody behind if you don't make a mistake. It was so tough, and I'm really happy.
I had a good start, also afterwards some good fights, and yeah, just really happy. I mean, the car was working really well, and yeah, I think this was my happiest P3 ever.
Verstappen managed to avoid losing too many points to Esteban Ocon. Gap down to 77 points. It's going to be close to call. And Blomqvist still in 3rd position, could challenge for the title. We'll know in October when the Formula 3 Championship returns in Imola. See you then.